I know people family paid $900 LCS for standing room in the Bronx.
No way. That is dedication. Those are fans.
Right, and then $400 for popcorn. That's a lot of things.
Take that out.
You believe this? Like, we're not giving you a seat. Take it and stand in the back. We do that in the Bronx.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show here, and it's a little bit early, but we're going to start it off a normal episode here. How's everybody doing? This is a Real Talk with Don Robeson. Viewer discretion is advised. Explicit language is imminent. Those who cannot handle the language, please do not continue watching. But if you want to hear real conversation, real discussion, things that mainstream media, Joe Biden, and all lovely friends don't want you to know about, then welcome to the show. We are live here on Locals, Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Kick, and here on TikTok. We're trying to get a solid signal here on TikTok, so bear with us there. We have a new hit here, Ice Cube. Now, if you don't know who Ice Cube is, I don't know how to best describe Ice Cube. Pretty much, I don't know if you've been under a rock if you don't know who Ice Cube is. So, this is Ice Cube. It's My Ego. Starting off here with a good, interesting new track from the legendary Ice Cube. You can vibe with this song, hit the lights. NWA. Well, all right. That was Ice Cube's upcoming track, It's My Ego, off his brand new album that's coming out November 24th, 2024, called Man Down.
Scott Perry has a long record protecting your social security.
So I hope y'all like a little bit of that. But now on to the news. This past week, Donald Trump went to a local McDonald's here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, which has got the media and all the liberals losing their minds. They don't like the fact that Donald Trump is actually showing up, Kamala, and pretty much saying that she don't know how to work a frying machine more than Hunter Biden knows how to put down the crack pipe. He knows how to be more of a man of the people than Joe Biden knows how to not sniff a kid. I mean, I know I don't do these many lives. Not like liberal retards like Harry Sisson, Chris Mowry, who I still try to debate their asses. No matter if it's personal issues that prevent me, medical issues that prevent me, God knows what prevents me. I still promise to try to debate them. Because I believe, without a shadow of a doubt, they are wrong. They are wrong in trying to persuade you in exactly the fact that Donald Trump is so bad, Kamala Harris is so good. Donald Trump is so bad for the country. Kamala Harris is so great. Well, here's a rundown of a few things. Kamala Harris has not done anything within the past 4 years of her presidency or as vice president. She was supposed to have secured the border. That never happened. She's supposed to help lower inflation. That never happened. The only thing Kamala Harris has learned how to do, and this is the sad part, is learn how to redecorate the White House to fit her and her boy toy husband of hers, who loves to pass the nanny around more times than Hunter Biden learns how to pass the crack pipe.
Brooke, thank you so much. We'll be following that.
And I digress on that. But another thing, Harry Sisson and all these liberal shitheads want to say that the stunt that he did, and it was a stunt. It was a political stunt, just like kissing babies and signing shirts, or kissing babies and shaking hands. You know how like politicians used to do. Shaking hands and kissing babies' heads. Yeah, that stuff. But now they're trying to push a false Trump narrative. Okay. Here's the things they're going to try to push on you. Project 2025, national abortion ban, anti-social security, encouraging Putin to invade allies, having U.S. forces invade local people coming on the doorsteps. This is all what the Democratic Party has done. Now, I know you're wondering why my mother is finally invading the back screen because she doesn't know how to stay out of the screen when she wants to mostly do by voice. You're mostly a voice person.
Yeah, usually. I could say hi every once in a while.
For those who are watching this is rare. She actually invades the camera. And this is rare. Anyways, this here is not sponsored by anybody. This is not sponsored by any political party, any political force, any sponsors, nothing. And I say that because
it's too complicated to be political.
It's not too complicated to be political.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. You just have to believe in what you have to believe in what you say. Know that what you say is true. Not push something like Project 2025, which you know for a fact that Donald Trump has said he does not support. Why would you push something that you know the candidate says, I have nothing to do with that? Just like this E. Jean Carroll thing that Chris was talking about last night, that just because Donald Trump said that she's not somebody I would deal with. Well, that means she has no attraction to him. It's that simple. It's not like I'm saying, oh, no, I don't like her. She ugly. No, she's not. She wasn't as tight.
Actually, when you get your check, they're not going to be taxed. Your checks are going to be bigger if you're getting Social Security. And national abortion ban, that's not at all what it said. And I see that on the Kamala Harris.
And that's the thing. And that's an abortion ban. That's not something that Donald Trump said he would do.
National abortion ban. It's a lie. He just wants to send abortions back to the states.
So let's see who.
I mean, your question is, will voters believe it?
Yeah.
And we'll find out in 2 weeks, right? I mean, based on a lot of the polling that we've seen, Trump seems to be in a fairly good position, particularly compared to 16 and 20 in the polling. Are these things breaking through with the swing voters who will decide the election? That's the $1 trillion question this election.
Do the voters?
Hello, Wayne. Hello, boy.
Don't know that. They'll see these ads and they just believe.
Or does it just sort of wash over them like, okay, they're saying these things about Trump, but he was president for 4 years, and I remember what my life was like for 4 years.
Yeah.
Right? That's another side of the calculation.
Okay, I understand you're going to be on Outnumbered today. We'll be watching you at noon.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, parental rights on the ballot. This election, Trump's plan is next.
This is great. We have to have school choice where you have a choice for your child.
Later on today, we're going to do a review of Flaming Hot Cheetos pretzels. Now, if you know what these are, I have not had these. I have not tried these. Comment below if you think this is a bad idea.
Ask your doctor about Forsaken. Scalp is protected by Simparica Trio.
Maybe this is a bad idea to try these, even though I've never had them before. Comment below if you think I should. I'm debating on it.
Associated with neurologic adverse reactions, including seizures. Used with caution in dogs with a history of these disorders. For winning protection, go with Simparica Trio.
He's only 47. Aneurysm. Did he have life insurance?
So I'm going to end this here until we get a little bit more news coming in here. Unless you have anything you wanted to news-wise you want to break through. Oh, yes. We were at the Pennsylvania Convention, Lancaster Convention Center on Sunday, and Well, you know that the crowd for
So at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those
the Trump rally
talk, text, and data for $30 a line.
ignore that. That's another Kamala Harris rally.
Mom wants to make a comment on that.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM. Or visit
Please do your
consumercellular.com.
research. The reason why I say this is, if you would have remembered at the beginning of the season when Trump started campaigning at the beginning of this year, he had stated about Social Security that he wasn't touching that, medical insurance, he wasn't touching that, unless he could find something that was better than what Obama pulled a rabbit out of his ass with. Got to do your research, because now you're being lied to by the Democratic war horses that are trying to scare the shit out of you to change your vote. Don't let that fool you into taking and voting for Harris. Just keep remembering the whole time they're sitting throwing those bullshit lies out about what Trump's going to do and what he's not going to do when it comes to getting in office. Doesn't come from the Republican Party. It's bullshit lies. And the Democrats are only saying it to take and scare the shit out of you so that you don't take and do your research and think first, and you go ahead and push that woman-hating asshole into office. Okay? Please think hard this time. Don't let them put the rabbit over your eyes or the pillowcase or whatever. Think before you vote. Alright? Because they like to lie. They'll do that. They'll say we're out to raise taxes and everything else. We're not raising taxes. In fact, he's come back with a couple ways to take and cut taxes. All right. Plus, if people take the rabbit out of their ass and realize if he goes in and he does the tariffs that he's planning on doing and getting some of these countries to take and pay back their NATO war debts, we're not going to be hurting for cash to the point where he's got to worry about touching old people or people that are lost their jobs and everything else. There's going to be a surplus. And as for fuel, if he starts fracking and drill,
Or drill, baby, drill, how we quote.
there's going to be enough around that they're not going to have to take. For one, he's got to refill what the lying bastard took out before. And I mean, Mr. Biden robbing our surplus to the point where they're embarrassed now even to say how little is left in the national
Come on, man.
reserve, because they've spent it all, and she's got nothing but a pot to piss in to start off, even if she did get elected. And the sad part is she doesn't have two sticks to rub together for a brain.
Well, she got two sticks, but it's in the other
She has no
direction.
clue as to how she could fix a problem like that.
She's got two sticks, but it's in the other direction.
Yeah. I don't make sexist remarks because I'm a woman of a little bit of class.
Hey, when you see how Kamala got into political office, I know you're going to give me flack for saying it, but Kamala. Come on.
Well, everybody knows she ought to just go ahead and buy herself a dance pole and go down to downtown Philly and take about 5 or 6 spins for tip money, because that's the only way she's going to earn any kind of cash when it comes to her intelligence. I'm a Trump supporter.
I wasn't going to say it.
I voted for Trump not because I liked him. I voted for Trump because I knew what the country needed at the time. And I was dead on right. We needed somebody that was hold your balls to the wall, Mr. Not taking shit from nobody. He had great foreign policy because the people were scared of him. And when it comes to financial, he knew how to juggle a pencil like nobody. So that's why I elected him into office. And that's why I'll elect him in again. He's got a lot of shit to fix, and we need to just leave him the hell alone and let him go in there and do it.
Same-sex
And
bathrooms.
as
How do you
for
feel
the-
about it?
As for the Democratic Party, they need to go sit and suck their thumbs in a corner and let Trump do what needs to be done, or we're not going to have a country to piss on for next year.
Donald Trump is a shark.
Now,
Clear as
Barracuda.
day.
Barracuda.
As president,
No, I'm talking one of the most the best kind of shark you need for the country. He knows when it comes to money. He knows when it comes to policies.
He can deal with power.
And he can deal with jackasses.
Yeah, and kick them to the curb, and that's what he needs to do. He kept saying, drain the swamp. Now you know what we're talking about.
So, Governor, part of that control is
School choice.
in the schools as well. I'm wondering
Critical
whether
race theory.
fascinated in the barbershop.
Same-sex bathrooms.
We're concerned about some of the transgender
Opinion?
Shit's gotta stop.
being taught in the class.
I didn't like
They
coming
want their
in
kids,
with
no
the
matter
trash,
what.
bringing that
But they
kind of
don't feel
shit
like
in.
those decisions should be made
Trump's
in
got to
school.
get it
They
the
should
hell
be
out of
made
there.
at
Needs to
home.
clean up the schools, clean up the government. That kind of shit shouldn't even be allowed in any government office
Drag
whatsoever.
drag queen story time hour for kindergartners.
They need to throw their asses out of there. I don't want that around kids. And the average Americans don't want that around kids either. But every time we opened our mouths and said something about it, we got called racist bastards.
Here in Arkansas, we've been able to.
And I'm sorry, the people that thought this shit up in the
I'm
first
sorry,
place,
I'm used to
they're
it.
the devil. Ain't no glossing about it.
Sorry. You say,
They are the devil.
what do you say, devil? I keep thinking back to freaking Water Boy with with Kate,
Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates, isn't it? The devil.
The devil.
You're the devil.
Yeah, if you want to stop the school to prison pipeline.
Never in my religious
You have kids that can't read.
education.
Here's an interesting one.
Governor, thank you so much. You've been
How do you feel about Kamala Harris telling two of those Catholic kids
Thank you so much.
that they were at the wrong rally when they yelled, "God is king"?
If they were my kids, I would have turned around and gave them permission to tell her to go to hell. Plain and simple. And everybody around her that were Christians should have said the same thing. By the people, for the people. That means all the fucking people. Not just the people that look like her, or act like her, or believe like her. All the people. If you can't show respect, it's bad enough we had to take a turn and twist and deal with these people with the rags over their heads and the paints on their foreheads and coming in saying, well, you're not allowed to do that in schools now. You can't even put a fucking Christmas tree in a classroom because Allah be praised and all this bullshit. I'm sorry.
Too many people are getting triggered for the stupidest fucking things.
We're getting religious fucked. There ain't no glorified way about it. I'm sorry. You take and you accuse us of being racist and then want to take and do all this bullshit. I'm sick of it. They need to get it the hell out of there. And I am relishing the day that we can take and stand in our homerooms in the morning, put our hands over our hearts, and say the Pledge of Allegiance and actually be feel safe knowing that we're not going to get in trouble for doing it.
What's here is how it's supposed to be done. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That's how you're supposed to do it. Not no, let's do the African American Pledge of Allegiance. What the fuck is that?
Get rid of all the lesbian holidays and tutti-frutti days and
Now, hold on.
parades and all
They
that.
want to have their holidays. They can have their holidays. As long as they don't tell me I have to celebrate.
I don't want to pay my tax dollars for that kind of representation. I don't want to see
As long as I don't get told, hey, I got to sit on a lawn chair in front of a guy twerking with just a G-string and a thong.
When you can't watch and listen, get the latest news, business, and news headlines on SiriusXM.
As long as I don't have to worry about that, go ahead, boo-boo. You can have your gay parades. You can have your Pride Month. I don't give a shit. Just don't pressure me. Now, come on.
We were held for years under the criteria
A Binomics is one. I'm quoting the TV right now. Yes, we were held under the thumb of Biden and Harris for an entire 4 years.
Not even before that.
But Bob Casey,
We were taught from
to crack down on
young
the
grasshopper on up.
and voted for
There's a
the toughest
certain way
border
that you
bill in
behave
history.
when you're out in public.
CEO
There's things for the public eye and there's things not for the public eye. And I'm sorry, somebody twerking in a G-string, it's not something that should be legally allowed to be out on a public street. They want to do that in their homes. They want to do that in, I don't know if they run a hall or whatever, as long as it's posted so that we know what the hell's happening, so that people don't walk in accidentally and see it, then fine. But not out in public where kids can just walk around and see that kind of stuff and think that that's okay. I'm sorry, that's not normal. That is a degenerate way to live, and it shouldn't be taught to our kids.
Well, as we reach the 28-minute mark here, is there anything else you want to say for today's mini episode?
I'm just thoroughly pissed off that we once again have to keep going through this. I can't wait till this election is over and this world cleans up. Because this is the most polluted place to be.
Is calling out Vice President Kamala Harris.
I'm just totally disgusted.
Fracking flip-flops to explain the flip-flops.
Well, as always, you heard it here. You heard it first.
Very research.
Do your research.
Trying to move on from this fracking flip-flop, but they're not quite there yet. The vice president, back in 2019, when she was running for the Democratic nomination for president, has a position that she does on fracking now. Now she says she's not going to ban fracking. Back then, she did. So enter the Harris campaign's climate engagement director. She told Politico that Harris is not promoting fracking, nor did she promote the addition of fracking leases in the
I did that fracking like change your
Reporters picked up on that.
Well, now that we are offline here on TikTok, anything you want to say about fracking real quick?
Doesn't support any fracking, and in fact, cast the tie-breaking vote
You heard it.
for the biggest pro-climate law ever, which, yes, opened new.
Do your
fracking
research,
leases.
everybody.
People know that's her position. The U.S. Oil
Trying
and
to
Gas
suck up
Association